Good evening, everyone. Today is our fifth meeting of English Prose subject, and I'd like to present the topic about approaches and methods, levels of styles. The first one, we will talk about language as a cognitive code. The first observation to make is that as a code, language is multi-level. It is necessary to distinguish three levels of organization in language. In addition to the level of semantics or meaning, there are the levels of syntax, also called lexigrammar, and phonology, which together form the expression plane of language, or the study of human speech sound. These two levels constitute what is often referred to as the double articulation of linguistic form. Phonology being the sound pattern of the language. It covers phonemes, stress, rhythm, and intonation. And syntax being, roughly speaking, the more abstract grammatical and lexical form of language. Next, we are going to discuss about encoding and decoding. Considered primarily as a means of spoken communication, language has been regarded both traditionally in modern linguistics as a system for translating meanings in the speaker's mind into sounds, or conversely, for translating sounds into meanings in the hearer's mind. Whether we think of the encoding or the process of study from meaning to sound, or the decoding sound to meaning process. Syntax is the formal code which mediates between structures of meaning and structures of sound. Okay. Next, we have the figure of the operation of language as a coding system. Okay, from my left hand side, there is writer, while from my right hand side, there is reader. Writer encodes message in three different levels. The first one is semantic level. The second one is syntactic level. And the last one is graphological level. Okay. And then these three levels form text to the reader who decodes the message from the graphological level and then to the syntactic level and semantic level. And finally, these three levels produce the message. This is called as the model of reality. Writer encodes the message while the reader decodes the message. Afterwards, we will discuss about the equivalent in terms of the code. Linguistic phenomena may be equivalent in the sense that at one level of coding, they may be different, but at another level, they may be the same. It is the possibility of such many one codings that justifies a multi-level model of language in the first place. To take some simple lexical examples, between judgment and judgment are two orthographical encodings or variants of the same syntactic level or word. The first one for judgment means opinion or decision, while the second one means the action to judge someone or something. While often and frequently are two syntactic level encodings of the same meaning, which is what we mean when we say they are synonyms in general. In the decoding direction, heart has at least two senses. One, which is the opposite of easy, and another, which is the opposite of soft. In other words, heart is ambiguous or polysemous. Again, the sequence of letters S, A, and W represents two different words. One a noun and the other a verb, which is the past tense form of see. Although stylistic is chiefly interested in encoding variants, it is in the nature of language as a multi-coding system. Okay, as you can see, the figure of mapping of equivalent in terms of the code 1.4. There are three levels. The first one is semantic, the second one is syntax, and the last one is graphology. As I mentioned earlier, hard means non-easy or non-soft, while often and frequently mean many times. Syntax, okay, from the graphology, so in verb is the simple past tense verb from see, while so is the tools used to cut something, okay, like bamboo or etc. Okay, maybe the tree. And then judgment and judgment. Okay, judgment means opinion or decision without e, while judgment is the action to judge someone, somebody, or something. Okay, from this figure, you can take the conclusion between the meaning, okay, either semantic, syntax, or graphology, related or equivalent in terms of the code. Okay, the second one, we will identify messages and models of reality. To complete the analogy between language and a code, we must talk about messages. A code is a means of conveying messages, a vehicle of communication. How shall we understand the term message as applied to language? It is necessary first to go back to the distinction between sense and reference. The need for this distinction is traditionally argued by philosophers through examples such as the morning star and the evening star. Although these two expressions have the same reference, okay, the morning star and the evening star both refer to the same celestial object, Venus. They differ in sense, as the evening star means the star which appears in the evening, and the morning star means the star which appears in the morning. So you have to underline which one is reference and which one is sense, which one has the same reference and which one is differ in sense or different in sense. Next, we have the example of truth value by using the different sense. Okay, as you can see, number one, John Smith's birthday was on the 24th of June. The second one, yesterday was my birthday. Although the sentences differ in sense, it's quite possible for them to have the same reference and the same truth value. Okay. Although the sentences differ in sense, it is quite possible for them to have the same reference and the same truth value. In this case, the sentences have the same reference and the same truth value. This would be the case if two were uttered on the 25th of June by the John Smith referred to in one. So if John Smith's birthday was on the 24th of June, automatically, okay, at the time he spoke, okay, was the 25th of June. Okay, to refer to the first sentence. On the basis of this identity of reference, they can be said to convey the same message. That is, we may take the message of an utterance to be what it conveys about the real word. Okay? It is called the real word on the basis of the identity of reference. Okay? The identity of reference convey the same message. Okay? The day when what we call it Smith referred to, okay, Smith referred to 24th of June. Okay, so today or at that day, okay, yesterday, from the day he spoke was the 25th of June. It is called as the real word. Well, I think that's all about the explanation or the description of some interesting aspect of our field meeting. And now is the time of the section of the exercise. You have 15 minutes to answer all of these questions. Time is yours. As usual, the answer could be found out from the slides given in your WhatsApp group number or our WhatsApp group number. Please check carefully the answer of each question. Okay, I hope you manage your time better to give the answer orally. Okay. When the time is over, I will give you the chance to give your correct answer for each question. Well, once again, I'd like to remind you all, please fill in the attendance list. Okay, if you have the correct answer for number 1, please raise your hand to give which
I'm
one.
sorry.
Okay, please Yanto, number which number?
Okay.
Number 1.
Jadi, yes. So, number 1, what are the 3 levels of organization in language? Okay, so the first is phonemic, second is syllabic, and the last is the word. So I may mention the 3 levels of organization. I just mentioned one.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid your answer is still incorrect. Please, who would like to give the correct one? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. I try.
Okay, please. Mr. Nyoman, how
yeah.
are you today?
I'm fine. I just came at home. So sorry, I'm late a little bit.
Okay,
yes,
it doesn't
I would
matter,
like
please.
to answer. Yeah. Okay, I would like to answer number 1. What are the 3 levels of organization in language? The first is semantic or meaning, and the second is syntax or lexic grammar, and then the last one phonology.
Okay, correct. Thank you very much. Number 2, what is meant by the double articulation of linguistic form? Other than Mr. Nyoman?
Nancy, sir.
Okay, please.
What is meant by the double articulation of linguistic form? The double articulation is 2 level of constitute, and 2 level of constitute is the first is phonology, being the sound pattern of the language, and the second syntax being broadly speaking the more abstract grammatical and lexical form of language.
Okay, correct. Double articulation refer to the linguistic form, phonology, and syntax. Okay, thank you. Number 3, what are meant by encoding and decoding?
Mr. Eko.
Okay, please, Mr. Eko.
Yes, what are mean by encoding and decoding? Is a system for translating meanings in the speaker mind into sound, or conversely for translating sound into meaning in the hearer's mind.
Okay, correct. Encoding, translating process from meaning to sound, while decoding, translating process from sound to meaning. Correct. Number 4, what does the writer encode in the model of reality? What does the writer encode in the model of reality? As you can see from the figure of the operation of language as a coding system. Who would like to give the answer? From the chart, you can see that the operation of language as a coding system. So what does the writer encode in the model of reality?
Model of reality message, semantic level, synthetic,
Okay,
syntax,
message.
gram-
Okay, message.
me-
That's the answer.
message.
Okay, that's the answer.
this-
Message in 3 levels: semantic, syntactic, and graphological to form the
Left.
text. Okay, to form the text. You have to remember this. Okay, don't forget. Number 5. What level does the reader decode? What levels?
Message, sir.
What levels? There are 3 levels. From
Semantic level, syntactic
no.
level.
From below to above. From below to above.
Graphological, text, graphological level, syntactic,
Graphological,
Syntactic
then-
level.
okay, graphological,
Syntactic.
and then semantic, and then
Syn-
syntactic,
Semantic
and then
level.
okay,
Semantic
Syntactic.
level.
graphological, syntactic level, and semantic level. Okay,
Semantic.
okay, don't make mistake to identify the levels. And then number 6. Please mention 2 orthographic encodings of the same syntactic level. Orthographic. Orthographic encodings.
often and frequently,
Orthographic. Often and frequently. Frequently. Okay, correct. Number 7. Please mention a word having decoding direction. Decoding direction. So, what is the answer for number 7? Decoding. Encoding and decoding. So, what is the answer for number 7?
Heart,
And then, what
and
is
then
the meaning?
heart has at least 2 sense. One which is the opposite.
Not
of
easy and
easy.
opposite of soft. Okay, number 8. Please mention sentences differ in sense but same in referent. Okay, who would like to try the last one? Celestial object, as I said earlier. The planet, the name of the planet.
John Smith.
Venus.
Venus. Okay, Venus. Okay, the morning star and the evening
Star.
Okay, the evening star. The same referent refer to Venus, while different in sense. Okay, the morning star, the star which appears in the morning, while the evening star, the star which appears in the evening. Okay, thank you very much for today. Is there any question? No, I hope no.
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Before I end up, I'd like to describe or conclude. We have studied about encoding and decoding and other aspect of the organization in language, especially in code. Thank you very much for today. See you next week. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You are
sir.
welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, you are welcome.